If you want to learn how to propagate big currant plants, stick around because I'm going to be showing you the technique that I use to grow plants that are going to root a whole lot more and make bigger plants than what you're going to get traditionally from growing from cuttings. Okay, well here I have a white currant that is a mature shrub. I don't know how old it really is, but 2 years ago, I just wrapped some of this fencing around it and filled it full of soil. So it's settled a lot, but there are a lot of roots that I can find by digging through here. And so this is a way that we can get really big plants from a technique called stool layering. And so I can dig in here and I can see some big roots in here. And this is where having a nursery spade can be really helpful. So let's just dig in here, and I can already feel a big division here. Here's one. Yeah, look at those roots. Hey, and just to be clear, I was kind of assuming that you kind of have an idea about plant propagation, but with stool layering, we are essentially mounding organic matter, wood chips, it could be like decomposed grass clippings, soil, leaves, around an established shrub, or basically you have an established plant and then you're mounding soil around it. And this is a strategy for plants that will root out that way. And so stool layering is a way that people propagate out, say, fruit tree root stocks, like apple root stocks and stuff. One way they do that is through stool layering. And in the context of the currants here, if you have a mature currant, there's lots of multiple stems. You can just mound up a bunch of soil around that. And since we already know that currants do well from cuttings, they are going to do well with stool layering too. Generally, you only need to have the soil around them for about like one growing season, and then you can check them. But like 2 years, that's good too. You're gonna get a lot of soil there, and you can keep adding it. It's kind of like like hilling potatoes a little bit. It's a little bit of a similar concept. So I just wanted to go ahead and make sure that was clear. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get out of this. Maybe 4. And depending on how hard you want to go with it, you'll probably get more. You want to get a pair of pruners. I also got the sharp spade. Okay. That is way bigger than any cutting I would hope for right now. Now the thing is to decide if you're going to maintain the mother bush, which I am. I'm going to leave some here to grow back. Look at that. Real quick, guys, before I forget, if you're interested in supporting the channel, head on over to our Patreon blog where you can learn a lot more about Wild Sprout Nursery. Also, check out our podcast, the Permaculture Nursery Podcast, available on Apple Play and Spotify. Thanks so much. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so we got some shoots developing here. Yeah, That's a really nice one right there. And I could even break that up into more if I wanted to. Look at this one. All right. So, let's see here. I've got 1, 2, potentially 3, 11, 12, 13, 14 plants. And if you just grew out one big bush, say you had a whole bunch of these, now what if I planted out half of these and let them mature and stool layered them? Once I get these planted up and rooted up a little bit more, these can sell for more than just a little rooted cutting. And so my goal right now is just to build up nursery stock. And so this is how you can get some really big plants.